Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Jordan and welcome to JC's Anime Reviews. Today we're going to be talking about Angel Beats, which is an anime that I've wanted to talk about for a while, and I recently just rewatched it, so I thought what better time to talk about it than now. And for anyone who hasn't seen Angel Beats, I'm going to be jumping into talking about the synopsis right now. Otonashi awakens only to learn that he is dead. A rifle-toting girl named Yuri explains that they are in the afterlife, and Otonashi realizes the only thing he can remember about himself is his name. Yuri tells him that she leads the not dead yet battlefront and wages war against a girl named Angel. Unable to believe Yuri's claims that Angel is evil, Otonashi attempts to speak with her, but the encounter doesn't go as he intended. Otonashi decides to join the Afterlife battlefront and battle Angel, but he finds himself oddly drawn to her. While trying to regain his memories and understand Angel, he gradually unravels the mysteries of the afterlife. One thing I think Angel Beats really excels with is its characters. Each one of them is very likable and interesting, and as you'll learn more about the characters, you start to care about them a lot more. The only problem I have with the characters is that we only learn about a handful of the characters' backstories, and with everyone else, all you really know is that they all had a horrible life back when they were alive. And that seems to be something that everyone has in common, but they'll only explore think maybe like 5 or 6 people's backstories, and there's one like main character that I really liked that you find out basically nothing about, and they're like one of the main characters, and I just wish that they went a little bit deeper into that character's backstory as well as a few other ones. I mean, I get why they don't do it. It's a 13 or 12 episode show, I forgot how many, and they don't have enough time to go into every single character's backstory. It makes sense. I just would have rather learn about this one specific character's backstory than a lot of the other ones, because in comparison, this character feels a lot more important than some of the other characters we learn about. But one thing I will say is that the characters are interesting even without knowing their backstory, so they still do an incredible job with characters, and even though I wanted to learn more about some of them, they're still good even though you don't learn much about them. They could have been better if you learn about them, but I don't think that there's a problem with the characters even without learning anything. And by the end of the anime, I cared a lot about all the characters, even the ones that didn't really get their backstory explored, and the ending of Angel Beats always makes me cry because of how much I care about the characters at that point. Also, I really like the way that this anime mixes slice of life elements and action elements. It's mostly an action anime, but towards the middle it's very slice of life for like a few episodes, and it kind of mixes with that in some episodes, and I just feel like they do a really good job at mixing the two, and some anime I feel like don't always do the best job with it. While I'm sure there's exceptions for anime that can mix slice of life and action, I think generally you don't see those two genres mix very much, or elements from those genres mix very much, because I just think they usually have a hard time doing it, but Angel Beats does a really good job with it. Like an example for an anime that I don't think mixes slice of life and action together super well is My Hero Academia Season 4 specifically, because the first half of My Hero Academia Season 4 is very action heavy, and almost every episode they're fighting someone. And then in the middle of it, there's like this festival, this school festival, and it's just all slice of life with a little bit of action here and there, and I found that second half was very boring. Well, there are some good moments in there. I think overall they didn't mix slice of life and action super well. The point I'm making is that I just don't feel like anime can generally mix those two elements very well, but I think Angel Beats mixes them very well. Now, one problem that I have with Angel Beats that really bothers me, or I just don't quite understand even after watching it 2 times, and that's the way they craft things. So in the second episode, Otonashi and Yuri go to this place called the Guild, where the people there make weapons for them so they can fight Angel. And Yuri explains to Otonashi that they can make whatever they want out of just dirt, as long as they know the mechanics behind the thing that they're crafting and how to replicate it. So the thing that I don't understand is that all the people in this place, from what they can tell, are high school students. So what I don't really get is how are high school students understanding or knowing the mechanics of a gun and how to replicate those mechanics? I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that most Japanese high schoolers don't know how to recreate the mechanics of a gun or know the full mechanics behind the gun. Now, you could argue that maybe they only need a very basic understanding, like you pull the trigger and the gun shoots and you need ammo, like a very basic understanding, and then they can craft it. I mean, they're making stuff out of dirt, so I guess that would kind of make sense. But after rewatching it, I noticed that they make some very, very complex things later on, and I just don't understand how they can do that. I get that they can just use dirt or whatever, but there's some really complicated stuff that they make that's pretty important to the story later on, and I just don't really fully understand how they know the mechanics behind each and every one of these things and how to replicate it. I could not get this out of the back of my head both times I watched it. I just kept thinking, like, how did they make all this? I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not really that big of a deal. I mean, they're making stuff out of dirt, so I'm guessing you can argue that they can probably make that without the full understanding of it. But overall, besides that one issue, I think Angel Beats is an amazing anime with really great characters, an interesting story, a really good opening song. I never skip the opening song. And I would definitely recommend checking out Angel Beats if you haven't seen it. I really, really like it, and I don't have many problems other than those little things. Maybe you'll watch it and you won't have those same problems I did. Maybe you'll just enjoy it and like it a lot more than I did. So I'm gonna give Angel Beats an A. Nice! So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and if there's any manga, anime, or game that you want to see me review, let me know in the comments below, and I'll probably check it out and maybe make a video on it, depending on how much I like whatever the thing is that you suggest. And subscribing would help me out a lot. It's completely free, and you'll be one of the first people to know whenever I upload a new video. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time with another review. Bye.